What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So I just got done watching Papa's House. It premiered tonight on CBS, and it was so cute, you guys. It was lighthearted. It was only a half an hour show, so if you have time, please go support. Um, I love Damon Wayans, both senior and junior, of course. His father, Damon Wayans Sr, is he's hilarious. It took the best elements for me from My Wife and Kids and brought them over to this show. So Damon Wayans Sr., he is a divorced talk radio show host, and he lives next door to his son and Damon, which is his name on the show as well. But Damon is a 35-year-old, married father, and he is struggling because he graduated film school. He really wants to be a director, but at the same time, he's struggling to be, fiscally responsible and be a responsible husband and father and support his wife and his daughter. So his wife is played by Tatona Jackson. Her name is Nina on the show. And her father is, you guys remember Elvin from The Cosby Show. Um, his name is Jeffrey Owens. And Jeffrey Owens basically runs a foam company. He's an entrepreneur. He's very successful, very wealthy. And he wants Damon Jr. to work by his side in this foam company, like 12, I think he said like 12 hours a day, something crazy. And so Damon Jr. is like, well, he essentially gets fired. He essentially gets fired because he's trying to pursue his dream. But at the same time, he has a wife and a child to support. And so Damon Sr. is like, listen, man has to step up and do what he has to do until he gets to a position where he is able to do what he wants to do. He tells him a story about how, when times was hard, that he was working on the back of a sanitation truck just to support, him and his family when he was a little kid, when Damon Jr. was a little kid. And so he says, he has to step up and support his family. He said, I remember giving $5 million to an enemy. And Damon Jr. is like, who is that? And he was like, your mother. I'm sorry. Damon Jr. and Damon Sr., their on-screen dynamic is amazing. You can tell that they really love and care for one another, and it's heartwarming, right? I can't remember too many instances where we saw a real life father son dynamic on TV. They said one thing that they really wanted to highlight was the importance of Black love and a really successful Black family working out. And so I love it. It reminds me a lot of My Wife and Kids, but they have a spin on it where Damon Sr., he's Poppa. And so Papa's house is his studio. And they bring on Essence Atkins, her character, Dr. Ivy, and she's brought on because his show is failing with the female demographic. So Papa is like, who is this psychologist, coming into my space? And she's essentially brought there by, his bosses and the board of trustees to save the show. And so, that hurts his ego a little bit, but he rocks with it. And she tells him eventually, she comes in there, first of all, she lights a candle and she, brings in cameras. And so he gets mad and he's like, I'm done. You're not going to come in here and change up my whole show, my whole dynamic. This is my show. And so Damon Jr. then turns around and inspires his father, right? He's like, you have to let her know whose house it is. Whose house is it? And Damon Sr. is like, Papa's house? He's like, no, you have to say it with some bass in your voice. You got to feel it, let her know. So he goes in there with a suit, Y'all remember Low Down Dirty Shame? His brother Keenan, when he, got fly and, took out his bad car and the suit and just the complete 360 transformation. That's what it looked like. That's what it reminded me of. So Damon walks in there with the suit, because before he was like, scraggly beard, baseball cap. She read him down. She read his receipts, but he went in there transformed, and he's like, all right, let's do this. And so she tells him, when I was in college, you were like my idol, and you really helped me get through some hard times. And now you are, disgruntled ever since you got a divorce from your wife. You've been really cynical, and I'm here to essentially help you save the show. And so they're going to work together. But of course, they have that really fun banter back and forth. It's a really good show, you guys. You have to see it. I can tell that, Damon, he has his fingerprints all throughout the show, right? From the beginning to end. I definitely laughed out loud a couple times. Um, it was definitely, in my opinion, it reminded me of like Abbott Elementary, not the mockumentary style, but it was like that family, like a mix between like the Cosby Show, A Different World, My Wife and Kids, Martin, and Everybody Loves Raymond. Just like that half an hour um, scripted sitcom show, right? Like Living Single, like it filled that void. I feel like a lot of people are missing that, and I really wish it was longer. It's only half an hour. Just like Abbott Elementary, I feel like it's too short too. So I hope that they'll consider, making it maybe like an hour show or at least 45 minutes. But I enjoyed it. I like Essence, Atkins. I like her as an actress, but I really like her character on the show. I love the fact that, like, they said they were highlighting, um, you know, a Black love story and family that is functional, right? It's not about struggle love and, all this stuff. I know Tyler Perry is gonna, he said he's working on like Why Did I Get Married 3, which is cool, right? There's a place for that. But there's also a place for, functional, happy, successful Black families. And we do not get to see that, in my opinion. We don't get to see that often enough. So I love the fact that, Damon Jr., he's 35 and he's willing to do what he needs to do and step up as a man for his family. We don't get to see that a lot either, because between, Erica Mena and Seraphine, her climbing ladders and, all kind of craziness we keep seeing on like Love and Hip Hop and all the rest of these shows. It was just a nice break, in my opinion, from the reality TV circuit, and like the Bravo verse and all that. I really enjoyed it, and the fact that it's on CBS, I really am rooting for Damon Jr., Damon Wayans, and Damon Sr, because I feel like Damon has put in the work. Um, he's been successful longer than I've been alive, and just to see how their family has grown from a living color. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the Wayans family. Just not only those in front of the camera, right, but also like Kim. She's been a writer, producer, director, and she was also in front of the camera, but she does most of her genius and her brilliance is behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm excited about this series. I hope that it gets renewed. I hope that it's long lasting. It's definitely funny. It was like laugh out loud funny. I laughed out loud a couple times, and I'm excited. So if you guys have seen it, I want to hear from you. Like I said, it premiered tonight. So I'm trying to get caught up on everything. But I couldn't wait till tomorrow. I had to bring you the recap tonight because it was such a cute show. It was so just funny. I can't wait to like meet the daughter, and Wendy Raquel Robinson. She's on the show as well. I feel like she is probably going to be Papa's ex-wife, which I'm really looking forward to her dynamic. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like this show is going to be definitely filling a void that we've been missing, in the sitcom, era with the episodes, and because it's been reality TV dominated for quite a while. I would say at least the past 10 years, if not longer, ever since the writer's strike in like 2008, I think. So now they're starting to gravitate more toward, shows on network television, dealing with, episodes and just having a great time. So I'm excited to get back to that. But anyway, you guys let me know if you've seen it. If you haven't, please go check it out. Like I said, it's really short and it's really funny. And I want to hear your thoughts. So let me know in the comment section. All right. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.